From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is set to speak with reporters today for the first time since U.S. President Donald Trump was sworn into office yesterday. Trump did not impose sweeping tariffs on day one as he threatened against Canada, but late yesterday he said those levies are coming soon.
Cabinet ministers were careful not to declare victory on Monday when Donald Trump's inauguration came and went with no sign of the 25% tariffs he's been promising since November. He made no mention of Canada in his speech, but late in the evening, Trump told reporters at the White House he's thinking about bringing in tariffs on February 1st.
Canada's a very bad abuser also. Vast numbers of people to come in and fentanyl to come in.
Finance and Intergovernmental Affairs Minister Dominic LeBlanc says that's nothing new from Trump.
Our country is absolutely ready to respond to any one of these scenarios. We still continue to believe that it would be a mistake.
The cabinet is set to meet all day. Sarah Ritchie, The Canadian Press, Montebello, Quebec.
Amid nearly 200 executive orders Donald Trump signed yesterday was a blanket pardon for all people charged with crimes in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. Trump has pardoned, commuted the sentences, or vowed to dismiss the cases of 1,500 plus people charged or convicted in the riots that injured over 100 police officers. This man outside a jail in Washington, D.C. supports the new president.
A new day and a new sheriff's in town, and hopefully they're going to correct the problems that 2020 was all about.
Environment Minister Steven Guilbeault says he's dismayed by Donald Trump's decision to pull the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Agreement. Again, Guilbeault says he's not sounding the alarm, but he suggests there's still support for the initiative from American state governments, municipalities, and the private sector.
And it is quite ironic that the president would do that as California is going through one of the worst forest fire seasons in its history.
A new study suggests regions of the Arctic tundra are now releasing more planet-warming gases than they absorb, upending a millennia-old trend. The study's published in the academic journal Nature Climate Change. It suggests one of the main drivers of that noteworthy shift could be thawing permafrost. A new poll by the Canadian Medical Association suggests more than a third of Canadians get medical advice online because they don't have access to a family doctor. 23% have experienced a bad reaction on their health after following advice from Dr. Google. Dr. Joss Reimer, president of the CMA, says it's not surprising they'd turn to online sources for info.
It really seems like a double whammy. There is no other generation that's been exposed to so much misinformation, but also had to face the hardship of a healthcare system that is overtaxed and not meeting their needs.
The CMA says an estimated 6.5 million Canadians, or 1 in 5 people, do not have a family doctor or nurse practitioner. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, NHL action on Monday night. Barrett Hayton had a goal and 2 assists, and the Utah Hockey Club beat the visiting Winnipeg Jets 5-2 Monday night. Matthew Nyes scored twice and added a helper. Mitch Marner had a goal and 2 assists as the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the visiting Tampa Bay Lightning 5-3. In U.S. college football, Ohio State is celebrating another national college football title after holding off a Notre Dame comeback bid to win a 34-23 nail-biter over the Fighting Irish Monday in Atlanta. Trailing 31-7, Notre Dame scored 2 touchdowns and a pair of 2-point conversions to make it a 1-score game late in the fourth quarter. Ohio State won its 6th title and first since the 2014 season. And in tennis, Gabriela Dabrowski of Ottawa and partner Aaron Rutliff of New Zealand didn't waste much time Monday punching their tickets to the Australian Open women's doubles semifinals. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.